Hi, I'm Jinmy Abduls, and I'm hanging out with Blueprint at Freak TV. I'm here to answer some questions about Lagos. Feels really good to be an original Moiko. I mean, it's good to be gang, because Lagos is the coolest place in the world. Lagosians are the coolest people in the world. And when I say Lagosians, I don't just mean people from here. I think everybody that lives here, works here, or contributes to the commerce of this city, the creativity of this city, the life of this city is a Lagosian. So once again, Lagosians are the coolest people in the world, and it's good to be gang. Unspoken rules about surviving Lagos. Rule number 1, if you are walking on the road looking fly and some interesting looking young men are hailing you and calling you, Omoba, 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 and you know your father is not a king, don't stop, oh. Don't stop and blush. Second rule about surviving Lagos. On a night out in Lagos, make sure you have some mint change, at least 2, 3, 4, 5,000 in cash, because you're going to stop by a couple of police checkpoints and you must leave officers with something. You must drop something for boys. You will also need that same change for the parking guys outside the club, popularly known as Omonile. Omonile roughly translates to the children that own the land, but most likely those guys that will park you outside the club really don't own the land that they're parking you on, and your car is actually fully at risk. Rule number 3, surviving in Lagos. Everywhere you think you're mad, there's probably somebody madder less than 100 meters away from you. So you might like to, not show yourself in Lagos. The interesting thing about driving at night in Lagos, which I so happen to do a lot, is the scariest thing isn't that you will get robbed or you will bump into armed robbers or anything of that sort. Lagos is actually considerably safe, I would say. What you should be afraid of is bumping into the wrong police officers in a bad mood. Because even if you're not breaking any law, to be honest with you, sometimes police officers don't really be doing the law. So they can just really hold you for anything just based on their mood, or based on you looked at them funny, or based on you weren't friendly, or any other thing that their minds can come up with. Don't look for love in Lagos. Don't look for love in Lagos. Anything your eyes see, Lagos is not for love. Lagos is for fun and games. If you're looking for love, I suggest and I recommend, in fact, I'm taking this advice, look abroad, look in the diaspora. There are many nice people in other cities. Well, you see the people in Lagos people, they are not serious people. Personally, I'm a planner and I budget. I really haven't lived long term anywhere else in the world, so I wouldn't know how much different your financial decisions in Lagos would be from anywhere else. But I do know one thing for a fact, that over the last couple of years, things have actually gotten pretty expensive. That's talking about necessities and also luxuries. One important one I would point out in regards to finances in Lagos is the cost of nightlife, restaurants, and leisure, and how that's gone up considerably much. I think that's something no one is talking about in the last couple of years. So these things that we used as relaxation once upon a time now have to be anticipated and planned carefully, so you don't put yourself in wahala. Oh man, if you see the way the diaspora hype Lagos, it's beautiful to see, because we really know that Lagos is actually, they romanticize Lagos, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's nowhere like home, and Lagos is a major touch point for the diaspora. Not just diaspora that maybe from Ghana or from anywhere else originally, but Lagos still is such a cultural touch point for the diaspora. And they seem to have this misconception. I don't know if it's a misconception, but we have this misconception that this is heaven, this is Shangri-La, this is paradise, right? What I would advise these people I'm talking about is that Lagos is only sweet in 3 weeks doses. If you stay longer than 3 weeks, you will know why Lagos is Lagos. Recipe for a wild night in Lagos, aka a motive. Now, if myself and my guys communicate earlier in the week, like, guys, let's have a motive this weekend. This is what it will look like. So it's going to start off about 7, 8, 9. We're going to meet up at the designated motive man's place, or sometimes we could get an Airbnb. I'm putting you on game. So maybe this really wild night, we get an Airbnb and we have bottles in the house. We have, NDLE is watching this, but like, we have some things in the house. We have smoke. We have everything in the house. That's the rendezvous point. So that's where the wild night starts from. Take a couple of shots. We get in our cars. We drive in a convoy, and we're out to the first place where we're probably going to do more shots. Probably something pre-drinks. From pre-drinks, you would enter club. And the club is at the middle of the night. After club, around 2, 3, 4 a.m., the last stop is usually the strip club. So when we get to the strip club, which is usually the most fun part of the night, we have our mint notes, we have our cash, really, really nice mint notes. And you're looking at the cash like, damn, I could use this for like useful stuff. Look how the money is so neat. But you know what we're gonna use that money to do? I'll leave that to your imagination. Long story short, at the end of the night, this is around 4 a.m. We look after our people in Lagos. So we make sure all our tipsy, drunk friends get home safe. Or if we're all going back to the rendezvous house, we make sure we drive in a convoy so nobody gets harassed by any surprises on the road. Nobody's driving drunk, nobody's moving mad. We all get to the rendezvous point. Lounge, brunch, buka, beach party. My general overview of Lagos, I think Lagos is such a blessed city. The commerce, there's just such a drive that is contagious in Lagos. You see everybody from as early as 5 a.m. The city is already bustling, which is funny because the city never sleeps in the first place. But everybody's on the move from early, everybody's hustling, everybody's chasing a hustle or a dream or the other. Another thing I love about Lagos is the nightlife. The nightlife in Lagos, and I'm talking about Monday through Saturday, so there's nothing like, oh, it's a Tuesday night, there's no motive. Trust me, in Lagos, people are outside and they are doing things. All right, this was great, hanging out with Blueprint Afrique TV, telling you about Lagos from my point of view. This is Jinmy Abduls. Follow my Twitter, my Instagram. Everything is on your screen, all handles. Cheers.